Miami, 18 July 2026. The man who spent 4 years telling young men that he was untouchable is in a federal jail cell in Florida. He has been there since the 18th of July, arrested on a British extradition warrant. On the 13th of August, a United States magistrate decides whether he waits for that extradition in the cell or outside it. And here's the thing that should stop you. After 4 years, 3 countries, and 2 sets of prosecutors, Andrew Tate has never stood trial for any of it. On the 5th of August this year, the United Nations Special Reporter on Violence Against Women and Girls, Reem Al-Salem, published a statement on the case. She set out what the brothers face in Britain. A total of 59 criminal charges, including rape, sexual assault, facilitating trafficking for sexual exploitation, assault, and offenses relating to indecent images of a child and extreme pornography. 59, and every one of them is a charge, not a conviction. Andrew Tate denies all of it. No court anywhere has tested a single count, and we are not going to test them here either. We don't have to, because the story is not what he is accused of. The story is that 4 years of proceedings have produced almost nothing. And what little they have produced is devastating in a way nobody expected. June 2023. Romanian prosecutors indict the Tate brothers. Human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized criminal group to sexually exploit women. And never got near a courtroom. December 2024, a Romanian court annulled the indictment, not on the evidence, but over the prosecutor's own failures, and sent the entire file back to the start. Sit with that. The case did not fall apart because the allegations collapsed. It fell apart on paperwork. Then in July this year, prosecutors widened it again, adding money laundering and allegations concerning the trafficking of minors. 4 years, 2 case files, 0 verdicts. That is not a man beating the charges. That is a system failing to bring them. And it is exactly what the special reporter named. All too often, perpetrators of violence against women exploit delays, fragmented jurisdictional responses, and their wealth, power, or influential public profile to evade accountability. Now the part that is decided, and the part nobody is talking about. This summer, Andrew and Tristan Tate went to the High Court in London, not to answer anything, not to clear anything up. They went to force the Crown Prosecution Service to hand over the names of the women accusing them before any extradition, before any trial. On the 26th of June, Mr. Justice Chamberlain refused them permission and held that both of their grounds were not even arguable. Her decision was coherent and rational, and the contrary is not arguable. The judgment records why the prosecutor withheld them. The complainants she had met were vulnerable, some with mental health difficulties, and the Tate's own following, more than 10 million people, made the risk of exposure real. That is a court saying, on the record, your audience is the danger. Whatever a jury eventually decides about the charges, this already happened. He tried to get their names. He lost. Separately, 4 British women are suing Andrew Tate in the High Court, alleging rape, sexual assault, physical assault, and coercive control between 2013 and 2015. They are anonymous by order of the court. He denies all of it. 2 facts from that file. They went to the police in 2015. The Crown Prosecution Service declined to prosecute in 2019, and declined again in 2025. Their civil trial was set for this June. On the 6th of May, Mrs. Justice Lambert vacated it. She refused Tate's attempt to kill the case outright, but it could not fairly be heard yet. I am not persuaded that, currently, there is a real, as opposed to a fanciful or theoretical, risk of serious prejudice to the defendant. 11 years since the events alleged, 2 refusals to prosecute, 1 vacated trial. Whatever the truth of those claims, 4 women have been waiting over a decade for anyone to hear them. In 4 years across 3 countries, exactly 1 court has made a finding of fact against Andrew Tate. It wasn't about any of this. It was about money. December 2024, Westminster's Magistrates Court, Chief Magistrate Paul Goldspring grants Devon and Cornwall Police forfeiture orders over the brothers' accounts. In the Force's published account of that judgment, he was satisfied of, and these are the words, overall criminality of deliberate and dishonest cheat of the revenue, engaged in long-standing conduct to evade their tax. Nearly £2.7 million taken out of 6 frozen bank accounts and 1 cryptocurrency wallet. And a detail that tells you everything. Last August, the same court took another $180,000, the deposit he'd put down on a special edition Aston Martin. The brothers did not oppose it. For years, Andrew Tate's business has been selling young men lessons on making and keeping money. The escape from the matrix, the war room, the courses. The only court that has ever ruled on how he handled his own called it a deliberate and dishonest cheat. And when they came for the Aston Martin, he didn't even argue. On the 13th of August, a magistrate decides whether he waits in a cell. Britain has until the 16th of September to file its full extradition request. After that, a district judge decides whether he goes. After that, it is the Secretary of State. Every one of those is a decision about process. Not one of them is a verdict. So here is the ledger after 4 years. 1 tax finding. 1 refused attempt to unmask his accusers. 1 civil trial that hasn't happened. 1 indictment that fell apart on its own paperwork. 59 charges untested. 4 women, 11 years, still waiting. Reem Al-Salem put it this way, and it is her view, not a court's. No one should be above the law, regardless of their status, influence, or international reach. Andrew Tate denies every charge against him, and he is entitled to a trial. That is the point. After 4 years in 3 countries, he still hasn't had one, and neither has anybody else. Andrew Tate denies all charges. No court has convicted him of any offense described in this film. Sources below. No verdicts, just the record. We showed our work. Go check it.